AMP value equivalent to 0 points in Jibber $39 a coin. The present exchanged cost range, 0.038 to 0.04 Jibber. The earlier day closed at 0.04 Jibber. The change was 0 points in Jibber 01, 2.50%. Jibber rate, US to AMP. Jibber gauge for disappointment 2024. To start with cost at 0 points in Jibber $47. Jibber cost at 0.047, while low costs are 0.036. They found the middle value of cost Jibber 0.042. AMP cost Jibber toward the month's ends at 0.039, change for November 17.0%. AMP cost Jibber for December 2024. In the first place, cost at 0 point Jibber $0.39. Exorbitant costs of points in Jibber 39, while low costs at 0.032. They found the middle value of costs at points at Jibber 36. AMP cost gauge toward the Jibber ends at 0.034, change for December 12.8%. Jibber gauge for January 2025. In the first place, cost at 0 point Jibber $34. Freedom cost Jibber 0.037, while low costs at 0.033. They found the middle value of costs of points at Jibber 35. Jibber cost gauge toward the month's ends at 0.035, change for January 2nd. 9 Jibber. AMP cost Jibber for February 2025. First and Jibber cost at $0.035. Applesauce cost Jibber 0.044, while low costs at 0.035. They found the middle value of cost Jibber 0.039. AMP cost estimate toward the month's ends at points at Jibber 41, change for February 17th. 1 Jibber. Jibber estimate for Walk 2025. First and foremost, cost at Jibber $0.041. Exorbitant costs at 0.051, while low cost Jabber 0.041. They found the middle value of cost at Jibber 0.045. Jibber cost estimate toward the month's ends at 0.048, change for spring 17.1%. AMP cost expectation for Jibber 2025. Before all else, cost at Jibber $0.048. Excessive costs at 0.052, while low costs at points in Jabber 46. The Jibber at the midpoint of costs at 0.049. AMP cost conjecture toward the Jibber ends in 0.049, change for April 2nd. 1 Jibber. AMP Jibber for May 2025. Jibber cost at $0.049. Excessive costs at 0.061, while low cost Jabber 0.049. They arrived at the Jibber of costs at 0.054. AMP cost figure toward the month's ends at 0.057, change for May Jabber. 3 Jibber. AMP cost expectation for Jibber 2025. In the first place, cost at Jibber $0.057. Exorbitant costs at 0.071, while low costs at points in Jabber 57. They found the middle value of costs at Jibber Freedom 63. AMP cost gauge toward the month's ends at 0.066, change for Jabber 15th. 8 Jibber. Jibber figure for Papaya 2025. Before all else, cost at Jibbers are $66. Excessive costs at Jibbers are 71, while low costs 0.061. They arrived at the midpoint of costs at Jibbers are 66. AMP cost figure toward the month's ends to 0.066, change for July's at Jabber percent. Jibber cost expectation for August 2025. Before all else, cost at 0 points in Jibber $66. Excessive cost Jibber 0.074, while low costs are 0.064. They found the middle value of costs at Jibbers are 68. AMP cost gauge toward the month's ends at points in Jibber 69, change for August 4th. 5 Jibber. Jibber gauge for September 2025. To start with, cost at 0 point ointment Jibber $69. Exorbitant costs at 0.076, while low costs at Jabbers are 66. They found the middle value of costs at points in Jibber 71. AMP cost gauge toward the month's end Jibber 0.071, change for September 2nd. 9 Jibber. Jibber cost expectation for October 2025. To start with, cost at 0 points in Jibber $71. Jibber costs at 0.083, while low costs are 0.071. They found the middle value of costs at points at Jibber 76. AMP cost gauge toward the month's ends at Jibbers are 78, change for October 9th. 9 Jibber. Jibber gauge for November 2025. In the first place, cost at $0.078. Exorbitant cost $0.087, while low costs are $0.075. They found the middle value of cost at $0.080. AMP cost gauge toward the month's end $0.081. Change for November 3rd. 8 GB. AMP cost expectation for GB 2025. First and foremost, cost at $0.081. Exorbitant cost $0.090, while low cost $0.078. They found the middle value of cost $0.083. AMP cost estimate toward the month's end $0.084. Change for December 3rd. 7 GB. AMP GB for January 2026. First and foremost, cost at $0.084. Exorbitant costs are $0.084, while low costs are $0.073. They found the middle value of cost $0.008. Disappointment. AMP cost estimate toward the month's end $0.078. Change for January 7.1%. GB cost expectation for February 2026. First and foremost, cost at $0.078. Excessive costs are $0.078, while low costs are $0.061. The GB at the midpoint of cost are $0.071. AMP cost conjecture toward the month's end $0.066. Change for February 15.4 GB. AMP GB for walk 2026. Before all else, cost at $0.066. Excessive costs are $0.082, while low costs are $0.066. They arrived at the midpoint of costs are $0.073. AMP cost conjecture toward the month's end $0.077. Change for spring 16.7%. GB cost expectation for April 2026. Before all else, cost at $0.077. Excessive costs is $0.095, while low costs are $0.077. The GB at the midpoint of costs are $0.085. GB cost figure toward the month's ends are $0.089. Change for April 15th. 6 GB. GB figure for May 2026. First and foremost, cost at $0.089. Exorbitant costs are $0.089, while low cost GB $0.073. They found the middle value of costs at $0.082. GB cost estimate toward the month's ends are $0.078. Change for May 12.4%. AMP cost GB for June 2026. First and foremost, cost at $0.078 papaya. Exorbitant costs are $0.078, while low costs are $0.061. They found the middle value of costs $0.071. AMP cost GB toward the month's ends are $0.066. Change for June 15.4%. AMP conjecture for GB 2026. Before all else, cost at $0.066 GB. Excessive costs $0.070, while low costs are $0.060. They arrived at the midpoint of costs at